Welcome, everyone. Is Joanne joining?
Probably not.
Okay. Let's make it this morning. Oh, good. Welcome, everyone. Neil, Louise.
Right.
So we'll continue just cruise here for 6 more minutes. Nice and easy. The usual jam, just getting that core temperature up before we move into some cadence. We'll do a little cadence pyramid today. We haven't done that. I haven't done that in a long time. So we'll move up in RPMs and then back down before we get into a little bit of activation and then into the main set. So this will be the last spin for a while. We may throw another one out there down the road, see how things go. This will be the last one for Zoom. And then we'll keep the Friday sessions going. And this week, I think, Jasper, you're lined up to take it on this week.
Yeah, it'll be me or Steph. And we sort of threw it out there yesterday, just about how long to keep going with the Zoom sessions as things warm up. And I think biking's probably going to be pretty good for everybody heading out as the weather gets warmer and restrictions are less. The thing we're considering maybe keeping going is the swim portion, the swim alternatives portion. Just because I know not everybody, out here we have access to open water pretty easily now, but I know not everybody's in that situation. I think Ontario's still pretty cold. And anyway, we'll figure it out. We'll let you guys know for sure. And then, yeah, the Friday seminar sessions, I think would be good to continue too. So anyway, love your feedback though. If you're like, hey, no, keep them going, we'll take that feedback for sure, because we just want to make sure you guys are supported through all this stuff.
Yeah, sweet. Thank you. So for the next 4 minutes, we can share the best part of our past week. Chris.
I knew you were going to start with me.
Sorry, do you want me to come back to you?
The weekend was just fantastic.
Awesome.
The whole weekend, the weather, it was perfect. It was the best.
So you went golfing?
No, just the backyard. Nothing special. Just got to shut off work for 3 days and not think about it, and it was great.
Perfect. Well, good reset.
Yeah.
Louise.
She's muted.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. It's weird how mine doesn't work, hey?
Yeah.
Have to say Mother's Day.
Awesome.
Fun, relaxed Mother's Day. Nothing special, but just hanging out.
Good. Perfect. Another reset.
Yeah.
Me? For your past week.
I got up for a long ride on Saturday, a road ride around the lake, which was awesome.
Fun.
Really fun. Yeah.
Right on. Neil?
Yeah, I did a couple of 100K over the weekend.
Yay.
So, yeah, it was good. Hard, but good.
Right on. Getting the big miles in. Feels so good.
Yeah.
All that fitness to the test now.
Yeah.
Tessa, best part of your past week?
Well, it sounds horrible, but after 6 weeks of full-time parenting, single parenting, working from home, homeschooling, I got to give my kids to their dad. And they said, but it's Mother's Day. And I'm like, oh, I know. So I love them very much, but it was really nice to have my bed to myself, wake up a little later if I wanted to, and actually get work done.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Love it. Thanks, crew. The best. Got another week. Things continue to progress and lighten up, and can already feel a little bit more traffic outside, a lot more people outside. It's been awesome. Just a nice shift in energy. Well, thank you, everyone. Hopefully, all that good stuff and harness while you're putting down the big efforts on the bike today. We'll do one more. The main set today will be really simple again, those VO2 max efforts. So 3-minute intervals, really challenging efforts that we'll dig into in a bit. It's coming. We still got some time to warm up here. So in 40 seconds, we will pick up the cadence. So hopefully you're cruising around 85, 90 RPM right now. We'll do a little pyramid. So start at 95 RPM and 100. Then we'll do a little jump, 110, then 120. Get at a minute for each of those, and then we'll come back down. So I'll pop up this shared screen here shortly once we get into it. So small gears up front, nothing really challenging here. Again, we're just looking to get that core temperature up a little bit more. All right, well, we're just past the 10-minute mark. Let's bring up the RPM. So 95 is the goal. And I cruise here for a minute. Even though, of course, I love the high cadence stuff. It's just a good time to focus on pedal stroke, body position, and getting a good check-in. Good form and technique that we're taking into the main sets. The juicy goods, especially as we start to fatigue. Check in with that. Turnover, and where tension happens in the body. And always looking to come back to good form, staying nice and relaxed, focused on that breath. Pedal stroke efficient and smooth. Hanging on to 100, for me 95 RPMs for 5 more seconds. All right, let's bring it up to 100 RPM. 1 minute here. Just a little bit quicker. Maybe that heart rate's coming up just a tiny bit and not too much. Should still be a pretty comfortable conversational effort. So if you had to hold a conversation, it wouldn't be an issue. Right, 10 seconds left here. And we're gonna jump it up to 110. 3, 2, here we go, 110 RPM. Or if you're just not there yet, that's okay. 105 is fine. You can hold. Nice. Good one. Getting nice and smooth. Quick and light pedal strokes. Work. In 10 seconds, one more jump up. 120 is the goal. Go 2, we go 120 RPM. Really getting that solid in the saddle. Find your bouncing, just backing it off. In 10 seconds, you'll move back down to 110 RPM. Going down the pyramid in 5. There we go, 110. That should feel quite a bit easier. Check in, shoulders back and down. Any tension that may have crept in. Keeping those shoulder blades nice and tucked into their little pockets. Tension out. In 10 seconds, let it drop even further to 100 RPM. Feel really easy. 2, there we go, 100 RPM. Nice. Get as smooth as possible. Gentle force on that downstroke. In 5 seconds, we'll move to 95 RPM. All right, 95. My heart rate's coming down. Should be feeling a little warmer now. From 95 RPM, we'll just cruise for a minute at 90. Grab a sip of water. Once we're at that 90 RPM, we're gonna do 4 times 20 seconds of activation and a minute easy. In between those, to get those muscles recruiting a bit more, really getting things fired up. 10 seconds left here. 5. All right, hang out at 90 RPM. Little sips of water. Share my screen. All right. So in 10 seconds, we're gonna aim for that 20 seconds strong. Just those gears here. All right, we go in 5 seconds. 20 seconds strong, then a minute soft pedal. Here we go. Pick it up. 20 seconds. Bigger effort here. It's 20 seconds, so heart rate we won't get to see come up too quick. Go 5 seconds. 2. one. Really waking things up here with these short and powerful efforts. All right, adjust those gears. Here we go in 2 and 1. You're in it, 20 seconds. Strong effort. With that turnover. Go, 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 go. A little more wattage. 2. And knock it off. Wow. Soft pedal. Round 3 coming up in 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 2. Here you go, 20 seconds. You're in it. Work. One. All right. We have some tunes to power you through this main set.
I muted a couple of you just because the trainer's quite loud.
All good. Thank you.
Jumping in there, so no, don't be offended. It's not because we don't want to hear what you have to say.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Last one here. 5 seconds to go. 4, 2. There you go. 20 seconds strong. Bring up that wattage. Bring up that turnover. Think about everything recruiting here on the backside. 2, and back it off. A total of 2 minutes here before we hit that main set. Soft pedal, checking it out. Okay, so nice and relaxed here. And if you need that little sip of water, have that here, or your noon juice. Stop. So, our faves, the most challenging, the best VO2 max efforts. So, 6 times Go through these juicy bits. Yeah, sweet. So 3 minutes, that's the goal. And that VO2 max effort. So really powerful, really strong efforts. We're gonna aim to hang on to for 3-minute intervals this week. So we've had a couple weeks at 2-minute intervals to practice. Whew, and build into these 3-minute efforts. Now gearing, just paying attention too for every interval to try and aim for the same gear ratio. I'm doing, depending on what you have for gear sets, you want that 85 RPM or higher. So we want to keep away from those lower RPMs for this. Really focusing on working the heart and the lungs. Of course, there's still going to be good muscular recruitment through these. We got lots of recovery between 3 minutes. And we're going to do 6 easy rounds. Super quick, super efficient. Nothing fancy, but sometimes the less fancy, the more effective, even the more beneficial some of these can be. So I love with these to think about visualization. Again, coming back to that pedal stroke, body position, tension creeps in, and really staying on top of those key pieces, especially as fatigue hits. Whew. So that FTP, if you're doing functional threshold power, 110 to 120%. If you're not using power, all good. Perceived exertion, these are pretty uncomfortable. They are at your pretty close to max sustainable effort that you could hold, you know, for around that 5-minute effort, so pretty powerful. And heart rate will be, might be a bit of a limiter here. So really paying attention to that and where that heart rate tends to top out at. That's okay. So they should be pretty uncomfortable. All right, crew. So let's adjust those gears. We're gonna go in 5 seconds. So our first round, 3 minutes on, 3 minutes recovery. We're going 2 and 1. Let's go. Oh, bringing up that turnover. After going by perceived exertion, even in this 3 minutes, just maybe backing off just a tiny bit for that first 30 to 45 seconds, and then rev into it. Let that heart rate come up. It's early still, so if there's a little lag, it's all good. Stop. Keep working for it. Just past that minute mark. You're halfway here. Good work, good work. Keep digging in. Come on. You have a minute to go, that's it. Nice focus, crew. Stay on top of it. You have 30 seconds left. Go, 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 go. 10 seconds left. Good job. 3, 2, and recover. Good job. Whew. Nice work. One down. Yeah, solid. You will sweat probably a whole lot more in these. Hopefully you're going through that 750 ml bottle. No problem. Maybe even working at taking in a bit more than one bottle today if you have it available to you. We all have different sweat rates too, so you'll know what you need. That's past the minute mark. Hopefully those are feeling better than maybe even last week or the week before. I know these can take a bit of practice. It's not a place you tend to go to very often. But as hard as these are, I do like them in a strange, odd way. A good piece of the process to push and challenge the mind and the body. We have 1 minute left here. Now, if you're maybe in a place of, I don't know how I'm going to get through 5 more of those, then do 2 minutes and increase that recovery. And that is A-okay. Still offer yourself a challenge here with a little more recovery. And then as you get better, you can build into these intervals. These intervals can be done even upwards of 8 minutes. So maybe that's a July goal or end of June goal. All right, crew. Let's adjust those gears. We're heading into interval 2. In 5 seconds. 3, 2, and you're in it. 3 minutes. Go, go, go. And maybe starting at that lower end of the FTP, 110%. That turnover up. Still hang out at that lower end here. A few more seconds. And then really drive it. Really push to settle into the rest of those 3 minutes. At that mid to top end, upwards of 120%. There you go. Keep it up. Push for it. Go, go, go. You're a minute through. Nice work. Good job. Go, go, go. Keep it up. You got it. You're halfway. Remember, those shoulders are back and down. Tension out. Powerful legs. Come on. You have a minute left here. You got it. Keep working for it. You got it. Thirty seconds left. Hang in there for 10 seconds. 5, don't let up. Break through. 2, recover. Nice job. Yes. Whew. Stop. Thinking about heart rate coming down. Settle that breath. Yes, those are solid. Nice work, everyone. Another one crushed. Awesome work. Of course, at any time, you just need a moment to come out of the saddle, to get on top of that pedal stroke. If you find like you're kind of dwindling around that 80 RPM, pop up out of the saddle, think about that pedal stroke, and then sit back down and work to maintain that turnover. All right, 1 minute to go here. So we're at the halfway mark, we're coming up to the halfway mark. I like to visualize at these points, and now it starts to feel tougher. 6 minutes, tough effort in the legs. So sometimes I'll visualize it being easier than my body actually perceives it. Sometimes that works. Depends how deep the fatigue is from previous days. Or other times visualizing one of my favorite straightaways, uninterrupted, beautiful scenery around. All right, crew. Let's adjust those gears. We're going 5 seconds if you got a little extra rest. We're going 2, and you're in it. Interval 3. Nice job, and just settle into that effort now. Work for it. You're a minute in. Nice work. Keep it up. You're halfway. Go, go, go. You have a minute left here. That's it. Good work. Keep it powerful. 30 seconds. Ten seconds. 5. Recover. Yes. Nice soft pedal. Good work. Coming back to the breath, like they teach you in yoga. Breath truly is that anchor, no matter what you get to practice. Day to day, as we balance and juggle all the things, be all the people, we're the awesome humans in our life. Always come back to the breath. All right, heart rate should have come down now. No, maybe just another extra sip of water. A little bit of that fluid through the system can help with heart rate a little bit as well. Should be nice and toasty now. All right, we're gonna rip into interval 4. Getting her done. 30 seconds left here to reset. Visualize that next powerful effort you're gonna tackle. Maybe it's one of your ride buddies you wanna take on when you get to ride together. 10 seconds. Adjusting those gears. In 3, 2, awesome work. Have at her, crew. Good job. All right, dig in, dig in. Keep it up. Lots of focus here. Stay on top of that effort. You're a minute through. Keep it up. You're halfway. Good job. Go, go, go. You have a minute left. That's it. Thirty seconds to go. Okay. 10 seconds. Recover. Nice work. Oh, yeah. Good job.
Sweaty.
Oh, my word. Yeah. It's a toasty one in here. Good job, team. Keep cracking at it. We're almost through. We're gonna take you pretty much right up to 8 a.m. Looks like everyone's tackling some pretty solid efforts. All right, so interval 5. Not quite yet. Still more rest time. Interval 5, thinking about strong and even pedal strokes throughout. Maybe working for, see if you can work for just a smidge more power. Just a smidge. Every interval, even though we're tired, it's another opportunity to see what we can pull out of ourselves. Good deep breath. I know for everyone I talked about breath right down to the very bottom of the lungs. All right, letting that last interval go in 10 seconds. We're into interval 5. All right, adjusting those gears. Here we go, in 2, and you're in it. Interval 5. Job. Good focus. Hang on to that. You're a minute through. Halfway. Just under a minute to go. Thirty seconds. Ten seconds. 5, 2, recover. Job. job. Just one more of those beauties. Nice work, crew. Getting her done. You're pretty much through. All right. Hopefully heart rates come down a bit more. So in 1 minute, we're going to tackle this last interval. Minute by minute. Finish her off really strong. Thirty seconds to go. Ten seconds. All right, adjusting those gears. 5 seconds. 2. And you're in it. Last 3 minutes. Yes. Good job. This is it. Big, powerful pedal strokes. Good work. Good job. Keep it up. You're halfway. Keep digging in. Go. Good work. One minute to go. Stick to it. Come on. "30 seconds left. 10 seconds. 5. Recover. You did it. Nice job. Nice work, crew. Those are super challenging. We're going to take you a little past 8 a.m. So you get a bit of cool down. Get that breath rate a little bit slower. That heart rate down. It's also a really good one for finding out how many intervals are enough, because it all depends. If you were able to, when you look back at your data, you're able to see pretty consistent rolling along that graph. 6 was a good one. If you tended to fall off, maybe through the 4th or 5th interval, you know that 4 rounds, 4 or 5 rounds are solid to be at and to practice at for. Now, you can build some more intervals, because with these we want consistency. And these are the most fun on the trainer because they're short-ish and you can really stick it if you've got those smart trainers. Stick it to that wattage range. Hold on to it. So if you are super sweaty after this set, definitely take in some extra hydration, maybe a little extra, if you don't have blood pressure issues, a little extra salt on the food this afternoon, just a little. So at least a couple more minutes here, making sure you get that system, that core temperature back down. The effort here can be should be much easier than the warm-up effort now. Really light, soft pedaling. Thank you everyone for these past several weeks. It's so awesome to see faces and for your efforts. Keep training hard, as I know you will. And we'll see you on some more Zoom calls. And Lindsay, you have lots lined up for Feisty still these weeks ahead?
Yeah, we're planning to go into the first week of June.
Nice.
And then see what happens after that.
Awesome. And is it
So a few more weeks.
So a few more weeks?
Yeah, I think so. Whatever it is, I can't. Yeah, 3 weeks.
Crazy that it's going to be June.
I know. like the last 8 weeks have gone by. It's weird because like sometimes the days seem so long, but when you look back, it has all gone by so quickly.
Yeah, I know. I think it's still March.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's one thing I'll just quickly say is I know there's lots of virtual events and, you know, lots of things that people can be doing. The our good friends over at Human Powered Racing, so our Mike Neal, if you've been to our camps, you'll have met him. They've got a couple fun virtual things going on. One is Ride the Rock, which is Vancouver Island, like covering the distance of Vancouver Island. They just started another one, which is Riding the Big Island. So I think they've just got the distances that those places cover, and I think you can submit ride files. I don't actually know how it works. Like, you'll want to go check it out on their site. But those are kind of fun. I know a couple people that are doing them. Just a way to kind of track how far you've been riding, indoors, outdoors, whatever. And anyway, if you're looking for something fun, that might be a good one to do. As and on addition to whatever you're doing, I think it's just a measurable distance that you've covered. So might be kind of neat. Yeah. And I think Lindsay should have to do it on a mountain bike, so it takes her 6 times as long.
I'll try.
Thanks, you guys, for doing this. It's been really great.
Awesome. Thanks, Louise.
Really, really appreciate it.
Well, thanks for joining in. We're so glad to have you.
Yeah, it's been good.
Be out of the wind in the hailstorm.
Yeah, it hasn't been good lately, I tell you. Hopefully.
We're sending it your way.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, have a great day.
If you can do the Ride the Rock, it's really good. I'm doing it at the moment.
Cool.
Oh, awesome.
So yeah, you basically you just email even screenshots of your Strava.
Yes.
To Rob, and he just logs the miles for you. So I'm at about 300 and something at the moment. A few people have already done it there and back.
Wow.
So yeah, so they've done over 1,100 kilometers. So yeah.
Amazing.
They're obviously retired people with far too much time on their hands.
That sounds great fun. Thanks for sharing that, Neil.
No, it's good. Honestly, if you can do the Ride the Big Island, it's good. It's good motivation to keep you out there.
Yeah. Cool. Okay.
No worries.
Awesome. And we will be here Thursday, just so like we got a ride planned for Thursday as usual. So.
Excellent.
Okay.
Nice one.
Thanks, guys.
See you guys.
We'll see ya.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you later.
See ya.